Hi everybody, Tammy here. This is part 2 of my video. I showed you the Lighthouse in the first video, and now I'd like to show you the mini album that I have made to go inside of it. I used the By the Sea collection from G45, of course, my favorite collections. I love G45. The details, and there's so much fussy cutting. And for this, I've made a gatefold mini. And I've added a lot of different little details to it. Here on the top, I've added this railing. Here, I've added, what do you call this stuff? I can't even, baker's twine around it in the colors. This is for the lady that I have made this for, and it says Ray Isle on it. Here for the words, I have fussy cut out the words and one of the little lighthouses, and then I've popped it up on pop dots to add dimension, just add a little bit extra. And it's all held together by magnets, so just bear with me while I open it. And it folds open. And on this side, this side here is where the magnets are that close, and the magnets on the other side are right in here. And then there's a magnet here and a magnet here on the back of the words to help keep it closed at the bottom. And on the inside, I just did a pocket on the inside of each side, and I've added some fussy cuts done up on pop dots. I've added glossy accents to all the fussy cuts. And the pockets are just for little things that you pick up when you're on vacation. And then here, this is actually grass that I colored using my Spectrum Noir pencils for the very first time. I've got a lot to learn with them, but this is from Dusty Attics. This chipboard piece. Once again, I added all the tiny fussy cuts and glossy accents. I love this little turtle. He's so cute. And I just did tags and left a large opening on each page for a nice photo. And then I printed off just journaling lines for the backs of the tags, so she can do lots of writing as she wants to. And there's lots of room in here for journaling photos. In here, sorry, I will show you. In here is another spot for a photo to go in. Believe it or not, a photo will slip in there. Okay, so I framed that out, and I left a place at the top where she could either write, I thought it would be cute to write like Brittany Bay or whatever on them, but that'll be up to her. I added a few secret little spots. This pulls out for a place for more photos and journaling on the back. Just slides right back inside. And then over here, I took a bunch of fussy cuts and put them all together here. And I added the last of my Claudine Helmuth matte medium so that it can be pulled on as much as possible. And what it is another tag that goes into the side with lots of journaling room. And I've added fussy cuts to those as well. And it just slips right back inside. Like that. Oops. Oh, I better fix that little guy. I tigged his little tail. There we go. I like Claudine Helmuth. Believe me, it saves me a lot of damages. So that's the first page, and then on the second, this one has just the frame, the space, and 2 of the journaling cards. Here, I added a little fussy cut in here. Made that one a little bit simpler. And the next page, here, I cut out lots of the fussy cuts and then layered them up together to form all this so that there was a place for the cards to go in. And as I said, I left lots of room behind for lots of photos, lots of journaling. And then here again at the top, just an empty space. It says for her to put whatever she wants on. And here, what I did was I used the inside of that. Sorry, I've got little grandkids running around here today and I'm trying to video. Here I just added a bunch of the fussy cuts and put them on pop dots so that they would, you know, just look a little bit more realistic. And here I actually stuck that one down so that the tag would fit behind it. I love this Beach Rules. And again, I put in one of the tags, long tags with a journal spot on it as well. For the next page, she has wonderful little grandchildren. They are adorable, and I love the little children here, so I had to fussy cut those out and put them on there. And a couple more tags, and then here I added a frame. I loved this little frame, so I left it there. And it is open so that she can add a photo as well. And then again, I put in another one of the side tags. Please ignore my grandchildren in the background. They are having fun, and we'll let them. Okay, and then on the next page, I loved all these little details. These were all in those little stamps that were part of the paper. I loved that fish, so I had to add him. And seahorses, more of the shells. I've layered and layered and layered to form pockets for the tags and stuff. Okay, inside the front of the next page, I did the lighthouse, and I actually had to put a hinge behind him to make it tall, like thick, open enough to actually get tags in behind it. But I really loved all the nautical theme to this. And then here too, again, is another frame here for her to put a picture in as well. On the other side of that page, I cut out this fence using my Cricut, and there's 4 layers to it, and that became my pocket for these cards. And I did some of the tiniest fussy cuts for this, and put them in on pop dots, and I glossy accented them, and they're not going anywhere. And then I did put another one of the tags in here, and I'm missing a tag that I need to show you, and that was on the back of the last page. And instead of putting it in here, I actually made it as part of the roof, so that the roof pops out, and there's her tag for journaling. I thought that was a little bit different. And then for the inside of the back page, I've made just a pocket, and I've added again the fussy cuts and coral and lots of glossy accents, lots of pop dots in there to really bring up the dimension. Some tags, and then I made her a little booklet with the remaining tags from the 12 by 12 paper. These are what I had left, and I thought, I'm making her a little book, and so I did. And that's for her to add whatever, all her photos, etc. And I know she takes lots of photos when she does finally get to go away on vacation, which is great, and she has lots to write about. So, and then once again, this is also a frame where she can put a picture in. I'm just going to close it up and show you the back. So there's one. And you can hear those magnets click. They are awesome. Okay. And this is the back. And the back I've left pretty plain. except for this. And I love this lady on this, and I loved the lobsters and the tiniest seashells and stuff that were in the paper. I just had to cut those all out. But this is actually a tag, and it actually has a note on it from me to her. And then to finish it off, I put the baker's twine all the way around the outside edges to finish it off. And I tried to stick with that nautical blues. And I know when you see the lighthouse and you see the inside is in the nautical blues, the outside is in the teal. And the reason being is that she loves the color teal. Sorry, I didn't put that tag back in all the way. It's going to drive me crazy. But the paper line was in the nautical blues. So I kept the mini album and the inside of the lighthouse in the nautical blues, and I did the outside in the teals that she loves so much. And to finish it all off, I used my Bind It All to add the rings, and I added a charm, and it just has Made with Love, and the ship's anchor and wheel, the starfish, a shell, and a squirrel. And that being that we were sisters in a very special group, with a very special group of ladies. And I just want to say now that Edith and Whit, you have both been so special to us in our lives. And Edith, you have meant more to me than a friend. You've been my sister by choice for the last 4 years. You've invited us into your family. You've become a part of our family. And I just want to say thank you for everything that you do and for who you are. And I love you both very, very much. And I hope that you enjoy what I've made for you. And if anyone is wondering, almost everything for the mini album and the Lighthouse, almost everything was purchased at the Scrapbooking With Me boutique on Facebook, and that is actually owned by Edith Wray. And I will talk to you next time. Bye, and thanks for watching. Please remember to thumbs up and subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.